What's up, guys? Coach Gaglione here. This is another edition of our Gags Goals Updates. This is another training day at the Bear Cave. And I want to give you some insights on the training today. So one of the things you may notice this week as well as the week prior, I'm doing some things to disadvantage myself. Wearing squat shoes, wearing some heels. It's going to extend the range of motion. So this is not something I typically do. I'm much stronger with flat shoes. So you can see I was just having a hard time getting comfortable here. Another thing that you may notice, so we kind of did I did three singles on this particular day. They were all kind of RPE, like 9 to 9.5. I felt like I could have done a little bit more weight, but it was definitely a challenge itself, especially with the disadvantaged heel position. So on this particular day, we started off with deadlifts, and in the way that Bear Cave typically rolls is that they'll kind of alternate heavy squat, heavy deadlift. So there won't necessarily be a heavy squat and heavy deadlift every single week. I think this is a great strategy. I think the most popular kind of people that do this with lower bridges. So as you get stronger and or busier, sometimes kind of alternating with how maybe only do a heavy squat or heavy deadlift 1 to 2 times per month potentially, and you can kind of alternate those and kind of spread out kind of your intense sessions, your max effort sessions, if you will. So that's something I'm just really going to only be kind of loading my spine kind of heavy once per week. I do enjoy it, and I do think I just don't have the bandwidth to do a heavy squat and a heavy deadlift weekly. And I'm not training for any kind of powerlifting specific goals. You can kind of see it. Knees weren't feeling the best, and so I was trying to figure out my stance and all this stuff, and then I just wasn't really able to get in a good groove with all the band tension on this particular day. So widened my stance out a little bit, so it wasn't quite my competition stance, but still disadvantaged myself a bit. I didn't quite get as low as I wanted. My lower back honestly was really smoked after those deadlifts, so I had a really hard time just kind of holding my positions with all those band tension. Didn't kind of feel too bad in terms of the weight, but just kind of that extra band tension. You can see I was having a hard time getting my footing. So something like using a different stance, disadvantaging yourself, deficit deadlifts, high bar squats, those sorts of things, close grip bench, can be good to use early on in the cycle. And if you have a long layover, I'm going to be kind of rotating in a little bit more variety, again, just to kind of build up a good base and just kind of get strong on multiple areas. But I will be electing to go back to my flat shoes, more of a competition stance, competition positions. So I'll be sprinkling in some more sumo deadlifts, sprinkling in some kind of traditional low bar squats with a wider stance. We did a lot of volume on this day. I did 3 singles on the deadlift, which were pretty heavy, and then I did 8 sets of 2. Definitely got better as I went, but again, it's my lower back was a little bit deconditioned as of late, because I have a really weak spine with strict curl training. And one of the things that's been helping me kind of just not worry about the load. Again, I'm just using kind of squats and deadlifts as a strict curl accessory for the time being. I don't really have any plans of powerlifting meet. But I do think there's a lot of value for doing barbell squats, barbell deadlifts, no matter what your goal. And I think they could be a useful exercise no matter if you are an athlete, if you're a strength athlete, if you do all these different types of sports, having leg strength and getting some spinal loading, I think is a good idea. It doesn't need to be maximal all the time. And one of the things that you already use band tension, like on that particular set, I didn't have a good, I didn't have my footing. But the last set felt pretty good. It was kind of like the first set. I wasn't really shaking and still got some good speed on there. So overall, just enjoying training and just we'll see what happens next week. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay strong. See you soon.